Okay, so hi James, thanks for
Fantastic.
joining us today. We'd love to hear a little bit about what it is you're going to do in Greece. But perhaps you could just start off with a bit of introduction about yourself and about how you came to be working with refugees in Greece. Just a bit of background.
Sure. So yeah, my name's James. I live in Marlow and I'm 22 years old. So I went to Bristol Uni and graduated in the summer of 2018. And I was really keen to travel. I didn't want to go straight into a job. And I wanted to teach a skill to people that needed it the most. So I learned to become, well, I did my TEFL and got an English teaching qualification, and came across Secondary, who are an organisation that teach English in camps in northern Greece, in the mainland, on the mainland. Um, and yeah, it was kind of just an opportunity that ticked all the boxes. But the refugee crisis wasn't something that I knew a lot about. Obviously, you hear about it on the news, but it wasn't something that I was particularly knowledgeable. I just knew that it was something that I could be interested in. It kind of ticked all the boxes for what I wanted to do at that time. So yeah, in September 2018, I flew out to Greece and yeah, just started teaching there,
Hmm.
um, and kind of haven't really left since. So
No,
it was a good choice.
we've been there on and off since, but you had to return for the COVID-19 pandemic. Obviously, you moved.
Yeah, exactly. So I had to come home, and I've been here since March. Um,
And I know that's
and
because you've been helping us as an organisation, which has been great.
I've been trying.
Yeah,
um,
but you're going back now.
that's the plan, yeah, inshallah. Hopefully, if everything goes to plan. Um, but yeah, I mean, now's kind of quite a good time because the Greek government have started to let the NGOs back into the camps. There's still a bit of kind of discrepancy as to whether they'll allow the education programs in the camps,
Hmm.
um, because there's so much kind of bureaucracy and regulations with the social distancing and things. Um, but yeah, they'll begin to start again. So now's kind of a good time to return. And hopefully, after I've done a bit of self isolation, I'll be able to get back in.
And what is it that you'll be doing this time when you go back? Have you got a role? Have you got an assignment, or will you not find that out until you get there?
So my role is the volunteer coordinator. So I'm kind of in charge of all of the volunteers when they arrive and making sure that they're comfortable. I know my way around the city now and the camps, and I'm quite familiar with a lot of the people. Um, so that will kind of be my main role. But I'll also be teaching quite a lot. And I expect when we go back to the camps, we do a thing called outreach, which is where we kind of go to every single container, every home, and speak to the families with a translator and ask them if they want to join our programs, tell them about our programs, and if they want to get involved, how they can get involved. Um, and this is what we'll be doing. The first week we get back, it's usually good fun, and it takes a long time because you're kind of invited in for tea at every stop, and you end up just having a crazy sugar rush for the rest of the day. But no, so I'm looking forward to doing that, and then we'll also be doing some online classes until we're allowed back in. So just like me and you are talking now, we've kind of taught the refugees how to use Zoom. They're a bit unfamiliar with it, but they know the kind of vocab of microphone and mute and start video and things like that now. So yeah, we're trying to.
Have you been doing a bit of that while you've been at home?
I have been doing a little bit, yeah.
Hmm.
It's difficult. It's a completely different style and method, but
Yeah.
I've learned quite a lot from doing it. And yeah, I think they enjoy it as well. They enjoy seeing us and we enjoy seeing them.
Um, you mentioned some things that you're looking forward to. What are you most looking forward to about going back?
Um, I'm looking forward to seeing the kids a lot. I get a lot of texts saying like, "Teacher, when will Scouts return?" So seeing them will be good. I'm sure they're looking forward to taking the piss out of me a little bit. They probably miss doing that. Um, but yeah, I think mainly just seeing people in the camps. I miss kind of kicking a ball around with them. I miss going to their containers and eating their amazing food. I mean, my mum's been cooking good food for me during lockdown, but she hasn't quite reached the level of portions that the refugees give me. So I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, just seeing the familiar faces, I want to catch up with them. It's been ages. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Do you have concerns, anxieties about going back? You know, I'm sure I would if I was about to be getting on a plane to go somewhere.
Yeah, so I kind of have my own personal ones of the journey ahead of me. I think it's going to be a bit difficult. I've got a long, well, there's no direct flights to Athens, so I've got to do a very convoluted route. But yeah, once I get there, I guess I haven't had much interactions with the people in the camps other than the few that I've been doing some online classes with, and some of the friends that I've been in contact with. But I guess there is, although there haven't been any cases of corona in the camps, which has been really good, because the big NGOs aren't allowed into the camps. It means that like all the little problems, like if they've got, I don't know, a hole in their container, or if there's any like outbreaks between two groups of people, all these things are still going on, and they don't have the same help and support from the NGOs that they normally would. And also, I won't hear about those things and haven't been hearing about those things. So I'm a bit worried that these things have been happening and just haven't really been dealt with at all. And I'm going to return to a bit of a more broken camp than when we left it. I hope this isn't the case, but yeah, I guess that's my biggest worry.
This is a bit of an off-piece question, but you mentioned at the beginning how the refugee crisis was something that you hadn't really, you know, taken on board. But what is it now that really, you know, has captured your motivation and your desire to do something to help?
I think the way that the refugee crisis is portrayed in the media is not a very good reflection of how it really is. Like the way I imagined it is all these people who have escaped war and you know, have lost all their members of the family, which is true, but because you get to speak to them normally, you realise that they're kind of just people like you and me, and I learn a lot about their families and what their lives were like before the war and things like that, which I never really have thought of before.
I think you and I have said before, we're just really conscious of what a privileged existence we all have in Marlow, and
Yeah,
how protected we are, and how you just said it, that these people are actually no different to us, and you know, in a blink of an eye we could be in that situation. And so you know, I
exactly.
think it's really important that we just keep talking about it. So
Exactly. That's all we can do.
great, thank you very much for the time, and
Not
we'll
at
catch up with
all.
you soon, and good luck, really good luck with the journey and all the beginnings of picking up the reins again.
Thank you very much.